Alright, today I'm going to give you guys a detailed look at this Mafex figure, and it is Batman from the new Avengers, the new Batman Avengers. And here's the back of the box. It shows a couple of pictures and accessories that comes with, and so let's get into it. Alright, and here we have Batman outside the packaging, and accessories wise, first he comes with a cloth cape, and then he comes with a rubber cape. And then it comes with 4 sets of hands, a Bruce Wayne head sculpt, a batarang, and a grapnel gun with the claw attached to the wire, to the metal piece already. I don't think it's removable. I tried removing it, but it wasn't coming off, so yeah, that's unfortunate. I wish we have gotten a grapnel gun without the attachment as well. So there is Batman. This is based on the newer animation. It's by Bruce Timm. This was the new Batman Adventures style of Batman. Alright, so here's the Batman figure with the cloth cape, and kind of like how what is that? SHF did it, where you have a hard plastic, well, it's a rubbery plastic, well, a harder type of plastic up here, where it transitioned into a, well, not really transition, but it just switched to a cloth cape underneath. There's no transition, it's just rubber and then cloth. It would be nice, but I don't know how they would transition it into it unless they rubberize a portion of this cape to a black rubbery plastic, and then kind of design it somehow in order for it to transition into a cloth cape. But in any case, this is how he looks with that cape on. And let's go over articulation. Head is a little restricted. Can do side to side, up and down, not so much. Of course, you can rotate, that's no issue. And then with the cloth cape, you can actually articulate him. With the other one, with the rubbery cape on him, his shoulders are completely restricted because of the way this thing is designed. So that's why. In the meantime, we'll show him off on this one. So he has a ball, looks like a, oh, actually there's a ball hinge joint in there. And then there's bicep rotation right there. There's double jointed elbows, can give you way past 90 degrees. There's a ball hinge wrist joint there. And then as far as the torso, you could arch back quite a bit. Crunch, okay, a little bit, not too much. Same thing with the waist, also a ball joint there. And then as for the legs, can be lowered. So you can see one lowered, one not lowered. That's how much room he has. Then he could do a 90 degrees kick, but it does, oh no, actually I could still rotate his leg back over, but it's just not pointing straight at you at an angle. And knee bend, double joint, and then there's a ball hinge joint around the ankles and toes articulation. Now a lot of people would be concerned about the ankles. These are pretty stiff for now. The more you mess with it, it might get loose, but straight out of the box they are pretty stiff, so that's good. You need that for, because how thin his legs are with this figure, you see how thin they are. So for it to stand, for this Batman to stand, you definitely need strong ankles for this. So I'm not gonna mess with it too much. I don't want it to get loose, so I'm just gonna make sure he can stand, and that's about it. There's no pivot around the ankle though. You can see it's just a ball hinge joint that's pegged kind of straight in. Yeah, it's kind of straight in, so it doesn't allow your pivot left and right here. If it was at an angle towards the front here, then he could pivot his leg, his foot left and right a bit for a better stand when he's flat on the ground with his legs spread apart. Because right now when his legs spread apart, he's just gonna be like that. So that's a shame, but I don't know. it's fine. Not that big of a deal to me. And overall, I mean, paint job on it is nice. You can see the bat symbol looks decent. Let's see the top portion of it. It looks, yeah, it's a little off. Looks like it's off a little bit, off-centered a little bit. You can kind of see it, but it's not too bad. Not to the point where it's way off. And then as for the head sculpt, yeah, for the most part it looks decent. It looks like there's a little, no, actually if you look at it straight you don't see it. Yeah, no, it's fine. The paint on it is really good. And back of Batman. So let me pop this head off, and here's where you switch out the cape. Just remove this piece. You can see this is the fabric over, fabric underneath the plastic. And then if you want to switch out to this cape, put that in like so. And then I'm going to pop the Wayne hat on him, just so you guys can see what it looks like with the Wayne head. I really like the Wayne head. It actually looks really good. Look at that. It looks very cartoon accurate. It's much better than what I've seen before, like any of the other companies that made a Bruce Wayne head sculpt. This is by far the most accurate looking in my opinion. Yeah, it's really good. And then as I mentioned, the cape, you can see it covers up a little bit of the arms, so cannot get his arm to go out. You can still go forward a little bit, and yeah, that's about it. So this is more for him to stand, and that's it, just to stand and look pretty. So let me pop the Batman head back on so you guys could at least get an idea what it looks like with this head on. It's fantastic. This is a fantastic looking Batman. Look at that. And I plan on getting the Joker because oh, there's a little bit of something here on the cape. You kind of see it right there. Yeah, I don't know if that's removable, but in any case, that's what it looks like. And I do plan on getting the Joker because initially I want to get the Batman first to see how good he is, if if the Joker is worth spending the extra money on to get him so he has a companion with the Batman. And right now I am very happy with this one, so I'm definitely getting the Joker to go along with the Batman. Just the back of the cape, yeah. But this is going to set you back $100 or so, depending on where you purchase it. You can get as low as around $80, I think. But it's, yeah, 80 to 100 depending on the store you purchase this off on. But yeah, and let me do a comparison. Alright, so for anyone who's wondering whether you could just create a Bruce Wayne figure out of this, no, you cannot. The neck joint is just too long because it's supposed to compensate for the cape, so that's why it doesn't really work if he's without a cape. And if you just want a Bruce Wayne resting or sitting in a pose, I guess you could do that if you readjust his pose a little bit. But if he's just standing straight, then yeah, his neck is too long. Alright, and here's the size comparison between three Batmans. The one on the left is the DC collectibles, also I guess also McFarlane Toys now. That one is 6 inches. The Mafex one is 6.5 inches. The one in the middle, 6.5 inches. And then also the right one is also a Mafex, but that's the movie version of Batman. They're about the same height, and the only one you could really have them stand next to would be the animated series, which would be these two. And you can see he is taller than the McFarlane Toys slash DC Collectibles version. So if you have your other DC Collectibles from before, they will not really scale well together. At least the Batman will not scale well with your rest of the figures. He's going to be a little bit taller than the rest of them. So yeah, 6.5 inches. So you gotta figure out. You're gonna have to do some measurements yourself, along with your other animated series figures, to see if he fits in. But overall, you can see. Let me remove the other Mafex one. You can see that the amount of articulation points, it's definitely way more. See, the DC Collectibles only has a single shoulder, single elbow, and wrist, and while this one, clearly see there's a joint on the shoulder, bicep, elbows double jointed, and then wrist articulation as well. And the wrist, and yeah, and then nothing around the torso for the DC Collectibles / McFarlane toys. And the Mafex has 2 joints right there, legs and ankles. Ankles are different too. This is a single hinge joint, and this one is a ball hinge joint. So yeah. So there's the difference between the two. And this one is nice though, the way they shape the cape. It doesn't impede with the articulation for the shoulders, so his arm can actually go up, and he can actually look up while he's using his grapnel gun. And so that's good for this one. But this one's okay too. The fact that you have to switch out to the cloth cape though. So yeah, there you have it. There's the Mafex Batman figure. And again, it's gonna set you back a little over $100 depending on the store you pick up. So there you go. Thanks for watching.